How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting, and welcome back to Muv-Luv Monday. Welcome back to Pain Central Station. I feel like this tunnel never ends. We got a lot of exposition last episode, but it was a lot of good explanations about just what the 00 unit is and what its purpose is. I'm still kind of blown away by the idea that, like, we need to convince the beta that there's a functional life form here by not being human, but I had my theories about that. I talked about last time, and, I think regardless of what Yuko-sensei says, the 00 unit thing is alive. It has been given the shape of Sumika, and while the physical body of Sumika may actually have finally perished, I don't know, I've always been a proponent that the day we do invent true AI that mimics life, that seeks purpose for itself and wants to have its own goal, that I think that at that point machines are just as alive as any of us. And while people can try and debate that, I don't think that that's too far off. I think it's actually going to be a real thing someday. And I like thinking about it because I think the more that we think about that idea, the more we can accept it. That the origin doesn't really matter for a species or a person. What matters is, well, the definition of a soul, I suppose. And my definition of a soul is simply somebody who has their own sense of self, a sense of purpose, of desire to grow, change, sense of wonder and fear of the world and their existence. Will an AI think like we will? Will an AI understand the things that we understand, that even we tie to being just human in general? I don't know. But I do believe that whatever the 00 unit is, I believe it is alive. It has the functionality of being capable of having emotion, we know that. And so I think that we need to stop referring to the 00 unit as an it, and refer to it as she, as the person. Whether or not we want to call it Sumika or not, we don't know. I think we'd have to ask it. We have to ask her herself. And I have no idea what's going to happen, but I hope Takaru has the ability, and I think he can. One of the things about Takaru being who he is and the memories he shares with Sumika is that's going to be key. He might have a hard time believing that the 00 unit should be considered an individual at first. But the fact that it's going to be sharing the face of and likely the memories of Sumika is going to help him think about her as an individual and not as a machine. And that's going to be the key to salvation. Hands down. So I'm interested to see where this is going to go. Barring that, I just think we need to buckle up and see what happens. Hopefully the rest of Squad 207 will help too. I think they can easily help. So for the comment I want to highlight today, like, oh my goodness, there were so many good ones, and he had so many good details he covered. So hopefully we can address them all just in the episode. But the one I really want to highlight, because I want to talk about right before we begin, is by Deus Ire, saying a hugely meta level point regarding A01. All the members, apart from Takaru, are visual novel protagonists. Think about the number of times their endings got reloaded and rewatched. Muv-Luv makes the readers partially culpable within the meta-narrative as part of the force pushing Takaru forward, as well as the reason for the girls' causality within the context of the story in the first place. The girls are both the end of and the cause. The cause being that the reader wanted to see their endings reloaded for the game and tries to adjust the outcomes to match. I don't know if I was able to say that. I was thinking that. I think I touched on it. But it's this concept that the reason why they're all having these issues is because we, the players, replay and check all the different endings. That we pull apart time and space because we're curious to see what would happen if you went down different paths and made different choices. And I love that idea, and I think that's honestly what the writers were going for with this. They were saying, like, you guys have manipulated all their lives and witnessed all these different paths they could take. What if you were actually observing real people in real time space, and that your meddling was partially an effect and or cause of the reason why this plot's even happening with Takaru right now. Such an interesting idea. Thank you so much for highlighting it. I hope everyone gets a chance to think about that, because I don't think it's a mistake. Now, whether or not we're going to turn out to actually find out that we are the bad guys of Alternative from the very beginning, I don't know. I'm guessing there's something more going on too. But it does feel like we're part of it, at least. So, it's kind of our fault. Anyway, let's jump right back into the story. There's not much more I want to say, but thank you for your comments as always. It's a pleasure hearing from you, and look forward to hearing from you in the future. Now let's see what happens. I've got to make this work for Kasumi's sake, too. The only way I can ever make it up to her. And while I do still owe her an apology, she's got her hands full of Sumika at the moment, so I don't think it'd even register. And in any case, my first order of business is to bring the 00 unit to bring Sumika back to her senses. I can apologize to Kasumi after the job's done. Well, don't delay too long, man. You don't know. We've seen, clearly, things don't always stay the way you think they will. Right. Hey, Sumika.
ごめんなさい。また失敗。この間、初めてやったばかりなんです。
Kasumi?
教えてもらって。
Crap.
だけど、できませんね。どうしてだろう。して。
Kasumi, try wrapping your pinky onto the bottom. Go on. Now do the rest.
はい。
I can just imagine him just kind of walking up and crouching down, just kind of. Fetch! I'm already getting emotional, but gosh darn it, just that it's so amazing that you can have an animation, but you can just see in her face just like the death look, this haunted feeling in an animated character that looks not human at all. Like, anime doesn't look like us. Like, you see those anime face masks, they're terrifying because they're so weird to see in real life, but yet you can still register so much emotion here. She doesn't seem to recognize me at all. So why did she freak out yesterday? Does she know this world's version of me before I died? I should have asked Sensei about that. This Sumika is from this world. She's not the girl who used to wake me up every morning. Not the girl I talked to from my window every evening. Not the girl I made the promise with on Christmas. It's not her. I know that. And yet, she looks just like her. This is still Sumika. Huh? Of course, I have to start crying at this moment. Sensei leaves. Ugh. What the heck's wrong with me? She's counting on me to man up. Oh no. I was already getting emotional, dang it. Sumika? What's wrong? Sumika? It's happening again. This is just like yesterday. What did I do? I've got to calm her down. Oh, fetch, man. Sumika, it's okay. Everything's gonna be alright. Sumika, look, it's me. I'm right here, see? You've got nothing to worry about. It's gonna be okay, I promise. You'll be just fine. Looks like it's over. What the heck triggers these things? It's almost like she's having some kind of seizure. I don't have the first idea what I should do. It's reminding me of what it must be like when you're married and imagine your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend developing dementia and amnesia and Alzheimer's, and watching them slowly forget you And I hear one of the hardest moments I can imagine ever. This is the first time when you walk into a room and they look around and they see you and they start to scream or to panic because they have no clue who you are and they think you're just a stranger who walked into their house. It's one of my biggest fears my whole life. I'd rather die a million other ways than see that happen to me. So the last thing I want is to lose my mind.
いつもと少し違います。
I'm sure it was different. Huh?
一緒の時は違います。
You think it was my fault?
ううん。
Then what do you mean?
うまく言えませんけど、
But
今みたいになるのは一緒の時だけです。
what's happening in her mind, Kasumi? Like, what is she even seeing when she thinks about that? It's only when I'm around.
はい。気持ちもいつもよりぐちゃぐちゃでよくわかりません。
Wait, isn't she like in a constant state of sensory overload already? Is it even worse when I'm around?
形がなくてめちゃくちゃで、それでごめんなさい。
Don't apologize, Kasumi. It's not when I still owe you an apology.
平気です。見えましたから。
That's not good enough. I'm gonna tell you in my own words later, but right now, let's focus on Sumika.
はい。
Think you could help me out with her over the next week?
はい。
We only have a week to do this. Thanks. Having you around is gonna make this a lot easier. Now let's hurry up and show those beta-hoos.
ベ
Oh.
タ
Oh. We shouldn't have said that. Oh crap, that's the word that set her off yesterday.
そうだ。殺しに行かないと。
Sumika?
追い出さなきゃ。殺さなきゃ。
It's okay, Sumika. We can do that all later. She's not reacting quite so violently this time, though. Not sure if she's calmed down a little or what. What the heck's going on in her mind right now?
ダメ。足りない。全部殺す。
It's fine. It's not time for that yet.
すぐに殺さないと。
That's freaking creepy. We can deal with them another time. Now, let's get back to the cat's cradle.
そんなのいい。
She's actually talking to us. Come on. It'll be good for you. The Kasumi's gonna play. It'll be fun. I can teach you. Please? Honestly, I have no clue if this is gonna help Sumika get back to normal. But Yuko-sensei only gave me this job because she noticed a distinct change in her behavior. And today, she's showing even more changes, so in that regard, I'm gonna keep doing things the way I am. Plus, if Kasumi found memories of me in Sumika's mind, then that means we'd have to have known each other in this world. I feel pretty confident that assumption, especially since Class Rep and the others all have similar personalities and social positions in both worlds. But I won't know for sure until Kasumi can actually get a solid read on her mind. Which means the first order of business is to deal with that sensory overload in Sumika's brain. The only way I know to do that is by starting slow and steadily working our way forward. You want to use your thumb for that part, not to mention not your middle finger.
あ、わかりました。こっちを下。それで広げればできた。
Yay, she got it. Hey, you did it.
はい。
How are you doing over there, Sumika? Kasumi's already finished hers. It is really like... It'd be like... It goes back to that Alzheimer's thought. Just working with someone that you care about but whose brain is gone. Whose mind is just so simplified that basic things would just escape them. It's funny. I don't think it'll work here. But One of the coolest things that ever happens in those places when people who have Alzheimer's and dementia, when they're really bad and they have to be taken care of in a home, they can struggle to remember the names of the faces of their children. They can't tell you their addresses. They can't tell you who their family are. And yet for some reason, you play songs that they've grown up listening to from their childhood or from their teenage years, and they almost always can remember them. Wish we knew a song that Sumika likes that we could play for her. Music's powerful. Sorry, I'm knocking stuff over because I'm fiddling. I get nervous or I'm emotional and I start fiddling. You guys get to hear it clanking around over here. Sumika.
もう一度やりましょう。
Alright. This time, let's try making a broom shape. For now, all we can do is keep on trying. We gotta make some sort of progress in the next 7 days. Oh gosh. 19th. Only have so many days left till Christmas. Once again, working for Christmas. Oh, who's this gonna be? Hey. Kasumi?
おはようございます。
Morning, Kasumi. We practically pulled an all-nighter yesterday. After saying goodbye to Sumika, we spent a bunch of time going through her records. Man, Kasumi, aren't you tired?
はい。眠くあり
Oh,
ま
lucky
せん。
you. Dang.
バイバイ。
Oh, hang on a sec.
何ですか？
I didn't get a chance to say this yesterday, but I'm sorry for running away. You were right. I was a coward. Some of the people in my unit scolded me for apologizing and said I was only trying to make myself feel better. But I can't hide anything from you anyway, so I might as well put my thoughts into words. I won't run away anymore. I'll keep fighting until I've made it up to everyone that I've inconvenienced. So please forgive me. I'm really sorry.
いっぱい辛かったですね。もう大丈夫です。弱虫じゃないです。
Kasumi, that means a lot coming from you. After all, if it were just a facade, you could see right through it. Oh, and one more thing. I want to thank you for being Sumika's friend. I probably didn't even have any right to say this, but I mean it. Thank you.
ありがとう。
Huh?
戻ってきてくれてありがとう。
Aw. Kasumi.
いつ来ますか？
Huh?
スミカさんのところに。
Oh, right after my morning classes end. Sorry, but you're on your own until then.
わかりました。
Don't worry, I'll get down there to relieve you ASAP.
その方がスミカさん喜びます。
Huh? Like, are you actually saying she gets that you're gonna read her mind now, or are you just saying that?
バイバイ。
Hopefully. Kasumi.
これらの事例から対ベータ戦術において
I kind of forgot
モー
about
ド
all
は
these
非常に
guys.
有効であることがわかる。
Okay. Diversionary tactics. Sounds
それを
interesting.
裏付けたのが1977年オルタネイティブ3によって実施された陽動効果の実証実験だ。この実験は世界数カ所の背部に同一パターンの陽動を開始時期をずらしながら仕掛けるという内容だった。
Okay. And what did it reveal, I wonder? Interesting. I didn't know they were doing those sorts of experiments during Alternative 3. They were doing everything, I'm sure. Anything they could possibly think of. I think it's a heck of a lot more practical than trying to give test tube babies ESP to read their minds.
その結果は子供騙しレベルから複雑なものまで1パターンあたり最短で19日間も効果があったという驚くべきものだった。
Viable for 19 days. Interesting. I wonder what that's all about. 19 days before the hive mind, like, kind of like cycles, possibly? Minimum, at least 19 days. So it could last long. It could be effective longer. Huh. What the heck, Beta? You're intelligent life forms and technology for interstellar travel, but you fall for the same trick over and over again? Not that I'm trying to downplay the threat they pose of us. I've learned firsthand just how fearsome they can be, but come on. Are we really losing to a bunch of dummies like that? I don't know if they're dumb, it's just it takes time to talk.
だが興味深いことに一つの陽動パターンがとあるハイブに属するベータ群に通用しなくなると、ほぼ同時期に遠隔地にある別のハイブに属するベータ群にもそのパターンは通用しなくなった。
Interesting.
しかもその後実験対象外だったハイブで同じ陽動パターンを試すと最初から全く通じないという結果が出たんだ。
Right, so I swear they mentioned before that they have a hive mind, but this is the absolute evidence of that. Which means that they must be communicating with each other somehow, even if they're slow learners. I think I saw something like this on TV back in my world. After a certain number of monkeys on one island started washing potatoes before eating them, another group of monkeys on a different island started doing the same thing almost immediately. Wait, what?
だが、そのいずれのハイブでも多少アレンジを加えれば、ほぼ同じ内容の陽動であっても効果が認められたらしい。
So they learn as a consciousness, which is why they can fall for simple things like this, because subtle changes are beyond like their ability to they everything the beta works with is large scale, and so small changes often are enough to fool them. Huh.
このように奴らの戦術的対処は非常に緩慢だ。愚鈍と言ってもよい。まあ考えようによっては圧倒的な物量を持つゆえの余裕なのかもしれないな。
Yeah, like I said, the beta probably work on the macro scale. You think they just don't care?
ああ、そうだ。陽動が成功したと言っても、その度に戦闘に勝ったわけではないしな。
True. Dang. You sometimes forget how like I get excited because I'm like, oh, they're fighting, they're so good at fighting. It's like, oh no, these beta are just awful. Huh?
実際、実験期間中の戦闘は8割方負けている。
Oh man. So basically, the beta don't bother with strategy and whatnot because they know they'll always win in the end. That's pretty incredible.
この実験自体は、オルタネイティブ3の主目的に対し、有効な支援策を検討する目的で行われたが。
I see. So they want to lure the beta away from the hives to thin out their numbers to give the experts a better shot at reading their minds.
実験実施のきっかけになったのが、1973年から翌年にかけて確認された事例だった。
So what happened then? 1973. That's when the beta first arrived on Earth.
1973年4月19日、カシュガルにベータの着陸ユニットが落下したことは知っての通りだ。
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they took Middle East and Western Eastern Europe. 6, 7. Let's see. I'm trying to find. Okay, 8, and then in northern lands. 9, 10, 11, 12. And then they started expanding aggressively towards Japan. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So, but yeah, it's interesting that they never touched Africa. Is it just because they have the very small like land bridge maybe? They've been focusing on just grabbing like territory in general?
その着陸ユニットから出現したベータに対し、中国軍が行った航空作戦は開戦から約2週間は有効に機能していた。
Okay. Wait, what? I thought the aerial attacks were useless from the start.
だがその後、77年の実験結果と同様に、カシュガルのベータには一切の航空作戦が通用しなくなった。
Kind of sucks that we lost aerial attack capabilities. I mean, that's such a huge important thing.
そして74年の7月6日、アサバスカに落下したユニットに対し、アメリカ軍は着陸とほぼ同時に核攻撃を行った。
Right.
この時使用されたのは巡航ミサイルや地対地戦術核だ。いずれも航空兵器だが、ベータの出現前に着陸ユニットを殲滅することに成功している。
That works. Huh.
おかしいだろ。19日以上の間を置いて落下したユニットに航空兵器の情報が伝わっていないんだ。
Ooh, that is interesting. Yeah, that does seem peculiar. If the Hive really do transmit information between one another, shouldn't they have known how to counter an aerial strike? Yeah, so this is all trying to give us hints at like the communication complications and communication limitations of the beta. Also, though, I have to say there's another thing that's have there been any more like aerial like drops of the hives have made? Like, are all of these like drop hives like where they land on the surface and then they start to spread, or are they just hives that have sprung up as like hive has spread naturally? Like, I always imagined that they were spreading via similar to a colony of bees, where like one hive gets big enough, eventually it splits off a new queen, and the new queen takes a portion of the current hive and goes off and starts a new hive. So, am I wrong about that? Like, do they only start new hives from space? And if that's the case, do they keep coming from the moon, or what? Because if that's the case, then even if we eliminated them all from the Earth, our fight's not over yet. We still have to figure out where they're coming from.
この単純な矛盾は月面戦争以降の戦闘記録を洗っていたオルタネイティブ3の戦略情報局が指摘するまで誰も気づかなかったんだ。
Interesting. Huh.
開戦当初の国連軍は今以上に寄せ集め軍隊である弊害が顕著だったからな。
Oh, I friggin' believe it.
それに地球が戦場になったことでの混乱も矛盾見落としの大きな原因だったに違いない。
I remember Yuko-sensei saying the Chinese and Soviets wanted to deal with it themselves originally and refused the UN aid. If it took everyone till Alternative 3 to notice that, humanity must have been seriously bad about sharing intel back then.
開戦当初のこの事例と77年の実験の結果、ベータの戦術情報電波モデルが推定された。
Okay, so we have an idea. We can.
まず、新たな戦術的情報を得たベータが背部に生還し、それに属する個体間で優先的に情報が共有される。
Okay, so it is kind of like a bee.
そして、約19日間でその背部に属する全個体に情報が行き渡ると、即時、他の全背部に情報が伝達される。だが、即時伝達が可能なのは、同じオリジナル背部から派生した同型の背部間に限られているようだ。
Right, okay, so she just answered my question right here. Aerial drop support beta, they're part of a supercluster, you could say, and the individual hives are ultimately branches of that supercluster, which is why aerial tactics on the continents over here in the east, you know, the Asia, European, Japanese groups were not in communication with the hive that tried to drop over in Canada. That makes a lot of sense.
そして一度着陸ユニットという惑星間航行形態を取ると、それまで属していた派生系からは独立するらしい。
So, does that happen often? Do they launch into space often?
これは共に月から飛来したカシュガルとアサバスカの着陸ユニットに対空戦術の情報共有がなかったことからの推測だ。
Yeah, right. I see.
以上のことから、ベータは戦術情報を統合的に運用していないという予測。
So in human terms, it'd be like having every frontline base operating independently, but occasionally exchanging intel. That is pretty lackadaisical. Do they just not see us as a threat at all? It also just could be the nature of their biology. Maybe that's just the way they are as a functioning society. Like, remember, once again, they can communicate telepathically effectively. We can't do that. They'd probably look at us and be like, wow, they're so inefficient. They have to verbally communicate with each other. Sure, they outnumber us, but I don't get why they'd operate so inefficiently. Not that I'm complaining, since humanity never would have lasted this long otherwise.
このようにベータはその戦術や戦略のみならず、情報運用も非常に低レベルであり、知的生命体であることすら疑わしいが。
I don't think they're like intelligent life forms.
ここ数年に見られるレーザー属種の戦術パターンの変化は我々をさらに困惑させる。
Huh, okay. They've changed their tactics.
繰り返しになるが、地球に到達して以来、レーザー属種は航空兵器の撃破を最優先している。これは今でも変わっていない。
Laser class.
そして次にレーザー属種が優先撃破の対象としたのが高性能コンピューターを搭載した兵器だ。
Ooh, interesting.
これは他のベータ種も同様だ。
Okay, so they go after intelligent machines Ooh, I wonder if they adapted having to fight a war of extermination against a machine race, and that's why they prioritize them so much. And that would also explain why they don't see biological life forms like humans as like other life forms, but they do react to the TSFs because their existence was threatened by a machine race at one point, possibly.
対戦中期までの統計データでは、歩兵より高機動車、装甲車よりも戦車を優先して攻撃する傾向が見て取れる。
Interesting.
また偵察や拠点防衛用の無人兵器についても、搭載コンピューターの能力が高ければ高いほど優先的に攻撃している。
Ooh, that makes me wonder. Could you if you send a stealth team without any technology at all, besides mechanical technology, would it be effective? Would they be able to slip past? Would the beta not even pay attention to them, seeing them as so beneath the threat level that they wouldn't even bother?
その識別方法は依然不明だが、それこそがミサイルより砲弾が迎撃されにくい大きな要因だと推測されている。
That would make sense. Gotcha. Bombs and shells may have computer chips in them these days, but they're not particularly sophisticated.
航空兵力を持たないベータが人類の空軍力を真っ先に無力化したこと。
Right, that makes sense.
そして兵器の性能を左右するコンピューターを基準に脅威度の格付けをしていること。
Interesting.
この2つの事実は軍の上層部や研究者たちをある意味かなり安心させる材料となっていた。
A relief? How so?
脅威度の高い兵器を優先的に無力化する行動は人類の戦術戦略概念との共通性を垣間見ることができるからだ。
Right, and if they can think like us, we can anticipate their actions. Gotcha. They were happy to find at least one thing about the beta that wasn't completely incomprehensible to us. But bet they thought that'd make them easier to predict.
だが最近、その脅威度の格付けに変化があったらしい。
Oh, interesting.
ここ数年、ベータは明らかに人間が登場している兵器を識別し、優先的に攻撃している。
They've started to identify that we're the brains. Huh? But didn't you just say that humans or infantrymen, rather, were the lowest priority?
脅威度のランキングそのものに変化はないようだ。だが、有人兵器をより上位に設定している。
Right. So even if the onboard computers are equally powerful, they'll go after the one with a human in it first.
人類を生命体と認識していないベータが、どうやって有人兵器を識別し、なぜそれを優先するようになったのか。例によって、その理由は全く分かっていない。
It's so interesting. Wait a second. Could this have anything to do with the fact that they're experimenting on human prisoners? Did they start targeting manned weaponry as a result of that, or was it the other way around?
唯一はっきりしているのは、戦場において、最も高性能なコンピューターを搭載した有人兵器。
Right, obviously.
つまり、戦術機が真っ先にベータに狙われるということだ。
Ooh, boy. Well, there's a double-edged sword to that. It means if you're in a TSF, it's been nice knowing you. You're probably gonna die. But you then also are saying that one of our most effective weapons against them are also the primary targets, which means the TSF, while they go in, they're gonna go in hot. They also can provide tactical advantages of being able to lure out the enemy. So potentially a TSF working with squads of infantrymen and other and tanks and other types of vehicles could effectively possibly use their mobility to lure beta into trap zones where they could be fired upon without much contention. I mean, it makes sense. TSFs are the most effective anti-beta weapons we have, but that doesn't mean that our tanks and infantry are safe from the beta. Beta destroy everything in their path, organic or artificial, man or machine.
これまでの話からもわかるように、ベータという生命体は我々人類には全く理解できない異質な存在だ。
It's probably dangerous to try and ascribe to them too much of our human tendencies to think.
我々は未だにベータが知的生命体なのか、単なる異性起源の生物に過ぎないのかすら特定できていない。だからこそ人類はその存在や行動に理解可能な意味を持たせようと必死になっている。シロアリの社会構造をモデルにした旧来の説をベースに、ベータ全体を一つの生物に見立てるのが学説の最新流行だ。
Right.
これは人類でいうところのコンピューターに相当する装置が横浜ハイブの調査で発見できなかった事実からも有力視されている。
In other words, there might not be intelligent life, but simply extraterrestrial organisms that travel through space on instinct alone. So you're saying the beta makes spacecraft and hive the same way insects make honeycombs and anthills, without the knowledge or math of engineering.
例えば、大きな謎である各ベータ種の生物学的な差異。
I was curious about that. They look so bizarre compared to each other.
これは ES 細胞から分化した人体核部が全く違う形をしているのと同じだとする説。
Yeah. That's also kind of it's one of the ways you can think of a hive-minded organism. The idea is like they just have a body that envelops everything that they come across. It's like we on Earth are now inside the physical body of the beta, and so we are being attacked by its immune system cells, effectively.
むしろハイブが本体であり、各種ベータは細胞内のミトコンドリアのように段階的に取り込まれた別々の生物であるとする説。
I can see that.
アメリカの学者が発表した説では、ハイブが脳に当たる働きをし、ベータは手足に過ぎないとしている。
Okay. The more I hear about them, the more alien the beta feel to me. I definitely sympathize with all the scientists working for the alternative program. But from what she said so far, it definitely seems like the beta might be no different from wild beasts. Even animals are capable of pattern-based learning, and they can also identify and take advantage of humans to fulfill their own needs. Like in my world, I remember hearing about crows that would leave nuts on the street and wait for cars to run them over so they could get at the insides. Heck, if the human body is capable of supporting hundreds of different bacteria and parasites at a time, there's nothing weird about multiple species of beta coexisting. They might have spacecraft, that doesn't mean that they're all intelligent. It seems pretty darn stupid, actually.
では次に、ベータどもの要塞、ハイブについて触れていく。
I'm really curious about
まず
this
はその
hives
概要
now.
からだ。
Right.
知ってのようにハイブ
Whoa,
は
I remember
着
seeing
陸ユ
that.
ニット
It's
と
been
呼
a
ばれる
while.
宇宙船の着陸地点に建設される前線基地だ。
Interesting.
モニュメントと呼ばれる地表構造とスタブと呼ばれる広大な地下系構造を持ち、ベータによって常に拡大拡張され続けている。
I wonder what these things look like before they hit the atmosphere.
ハイブの規模を段階的に表す言葉はフェーズだ。
Right. Phases.
地球最大のハイブはカシュガルのオリジナルハイブ。これはフェーズ6。現在確認されている最大のハイブは火星のエルシウム平原にあるマーズ0フェーズ9だ。
Elysium Planitia.
ちなみに火星にはフェーズ6以下のハイブは存在しない。
Oh man. So they're all out there and still alive? Like, can you imagine? Like, even if we get rid of all of them on Earth, they could just get reinforcements. Does that have anything to do with the difference in gravity? Either way, the lack of humans to get in their way must make it a lot easier for them to build on Mars.
火星や月、ユーラシア大陸を見てもわかるように、ハイブは一定の間隔を置いて建設されている。つい最近まで新ハイブの建設開始は既存ハイブの規模によって決定されると考えられてきたが、
Until recently.
既存ハイブ周辺の個体数飽和がその直接のトリガーになるということが
Okay.
観測の結果明らかにな
So
る。
it has less to do with the size of the hive and more about population.
したがって最前線では個体数を間引きする作戦を定期的に実行し、新ハイブの建設を阻止している。
So the combats aren't useless. I see, so that's why we brought so much time.
だが必ずしもそれがうまく機能しているわけではない。
Yeah, the biggest problem I see with that is the fact that while we can attack them on the front lines, the hives that are further inland, we really can't do anything about. They're just going to keep growing like crazy. Like, it's not a long-term strategy. If anything, it's just a delaying tactic. Huh?
ハイブの進出は阻止できても定期的な消耗を強いられる以上、大規模な反攻作戦を準備することが困難になってしまうからだ。
See, it sounds dumb, and maybe this is going to be counterproductive for later, but this is where I feel like we really need to rely on the Americans. Like, they should be trying to help us on the front line, sure, but like the fact that they have an entire continents, like North and South America, that have no hives on them, their population should be the ones that are gearing up. There's the one population that should be growing, and the industry should be like pushing for all the advancements and technology and TSFs that they can, and that they should be able to make the big push because they have resources to spare. They have time to deal with stuff. They don't have to constantly be under attack. I see.
では次にハイブの各段階について説明する。
It's kind of like the beta kind of remind me of in StarCraft the Zergling rush. The idea that like you would build up the Zergling forces, which are like the most minimal forces of the Zerg, but you would immediately send them out to attack your opponents because your opponents need time to set up their more advanced units to get themselves ready together. And so Zergling rush, where you could run in and just take them out before they have any real semblance of a defense up. It's what the beta have effectively done. In order for us to try and keep them from growing, we constantly have to fight them, but because of the constant aggressiveness that we have and the constant resources it takes just to fend them off, we can never establish ourselves properly.
まずこれがフェーズ1と言われる状態だ。ユニットの落着後20時間以内にこの段階に至る。
Okay.
この段階では地下のシャフトとベータの出入り口であるゲートが作られ、ハイブの基礎が形成される。
So there's impact, and then they develop the shaft. Well, the shaft is probably formed upon impact for some reason. Then they put up the gates.
それと同時にユニット内のベータが活性化し、周辺地域に侵攻を開始。
And the beta started invading.
その後、着陸ユニットの反応炉がベータによってシャフト伝いに最深部まで下ろされ、ハイブの主導力源となるのだ。
Ah, interesting. So what is that energy core? See, now they don't sound like wild animals at all. I feel like the more that I learn, the less I know.
反応炉とはハイブ突入作戦において最優先破壊目標となるものだ。
I bet.
最初こそこうした浅い場所にあるが、段階を経て成長するシャフトに合わせ、常に最深部に移設され、厳重に守られる。
So if you could take that out, is it conceivable that the hive would eventually just burn out of its own accord?
この最初に作られ成長し続けるシャフトをメインシャフトと呼ぶ。ハイブ攻略でここにたどり着くことができれば、反応炉はいただいたも同然だ。
So how far do they try and take it down? Like, are they actually trying to reach a certain point, like where they could possibly, like, I don't know, extract more energy from the core of the planet?
なお、これ以降の段階では個々のハイブによってスタブの成長速度はバラバラだ。例によってその原因は分かっていない。
Right.
したがってハイブの成長段階はモニュメントの高さを基準に設定されている。
Okay, so by outward observation, we can guess how deep the shaft is.
スタブに関する数値は全て平均値だ。それらはあくまで基準に過ぎないことに留意しておけ。
Right, that makes sense. Okay.
モニュメントが建設され始め、その高さが50メートルに達するものはフェーズ2に分類される。
Main hall, drift hall. Interesting. I have a feeling we're going to become very, very acquainted with these in the future. Oh wow, 2 kilometers. Dang.
ハイブの拡張に伴い、ベータの個体数が爆発的に増加し、この段階で周囲 30km 圏内の植物は5割方やられてしまう。
So what are they here to get? Because why would they be able to make and maintain hives on like Mars and the Moon if they're just after organic like components? There's no real organic material there. They might be just after raw resources, but still, like, how do they maintain themselves? How did the beta keep themselves from burning out or dying of old age and such?
この時のメインシャフトの最大直径は約100メートル。最大深度は約350メートル。
A max depth of 350 meters.
また、ドリフトやホールが発達し始め、スタブの水平到達半径は約 2km に達する。
Right. So this is what the inside of a hive looks like, huh? It does kind of remind me of something an insect would make.
横浜ハイブは分類こそフェーズ2だが、メインシャフトの直径と最大深度はフェーズ4並みという特異例だ。
Okay, wonder why the anomaly. Right, but like she said, those are bound to vary from hive to hive, so the phase is based solely on the height of the monument.
横浜基地が研究と占領施設の防衛を目的にハイブの上に建設されたことはすでに知っていると思うが、
Right.
基地の地下施設に航空宇宙、陸海空4軍の大部隊が収容可能であるという事実からもハイブの規模が想像できるだろう。
Oh yeah, I never considered that there's so much storage space would have a reason. Of course, we're living in a hive.
モニュメントが100メートルを超えるとフェーズ3に分類される。
Wow.
この段階でのスタブの水平到達半径は約 4km。 最大またモニュメントの頂上部にベントと呼ばれる穴が開けられ、
A vent
メイン
appears
シャ
at the
フトが
top
露
of the
天状態
monument.
となる。
Interesting.
ドリフトの成長に伴い数多く存在するゲートも常に災害沿部に移設されていく。
It's at 4 kilometers now, 700 meters.
突入作戦の際、入り口になるのがこれらのゲートだ。したがってハイブの規模が大きくなればなるほど攻
Yeah,
略が困難になる。
that's basic logistics, but yeah, being stuck in those cramped corridors, oh, that'd be terrible.
複雑で立体的なスタブの中を延々進軍すれば、それだけ大量のベータと戦うことになるわけだ。
Oh my gosh, this looks. I now I can't stop but think about like the tunneling systems in the Vietnam War. If you've ever like looked at your history books, like that must have been that was the most awful part of that war. Honestly, is like trying to flush people out of that. Oh, they were death traps. That's what this is. This is a death trap.
その状況を打破するために、対戦中期にはベントから直接メインシャフトに突入し、
Right.
直下だが、結果は惨憺たるもので、突入どころかベントにたどり着くことすらできなかったケースがほとんどだった。
So the vents are just too unassailable. If only we had a means to cloak something, like to have like some type of warhead to be able to be delivered without being detected. I wish if we only knew how they detect like their surroundings. If we could somehow mask it, that'd be the. Oh, I think that would be the biggest key, but we just have no idea how they detect things.
突入に至った場合でも、降下中に直下からのレーザー照射を受け、全滅している。
I see. Yeah, I had a feeling it wouldn't be that easy.
この問題への一つの回答が、現在の背部攻略で採用されている軌道降下戦術だ。
Right, orbital
脇道に
drops.
する
See,
が
this was something I was
話
wondering
のつい
about.
でに触れておこう。
Because I would think that the most effective weapon against the beta would be, I don't know, like I don't know if there's a particular term for it, but it's where like if we have access to space, why can't we just develop massive iron rods of compact and forged iron and drop them from orbits? If you do it correctly, it'd be effectively dropping meteors. And you can't shoot down a meteor. You could try and like obliterate it, but that would be super difficult, and the shrapnel would still potentially be deadly. But a big enough meteor crash is like more powerful than nuclear bombs, and it has no radiation damage. Like, why aren't we just doing that?
軌道降下とは、再突入型駆逐艦に搭載した戦術機を地球低軌道から直接背部に展
A
開する戦術だ。
TSF? That would be right. Holy crap.
その際、戦術機はリエントリーシェルと呼ばれる耐熱装甲カプセルで再突入する。
That sounds awesome. Like, it sounds terrifying, but it sounds awesome.
リエントリーシェルの装甲は表層が耐熱対弾装甲、その下に対レーザー弾と同様の構造を持っている。
Ooh, actually laser rounds.
これは極超音速で再突入の際に発生する大気との摩擦熱とレーザー球による迎撃への対策である。
No, wait. If we have anti-laser shells, why can't we just make bombs out of that and drop them effectively on these? I don't know. I'm sure they've tried that.
そして効果の最終段階では突入口を確保するための運動エネルギー兵器としても使用されるのだ。
A kinetic bombardment projectile, effectively. Well, what's it called? It's a name for it. Bunker buster. It's a bunker buster. A kinetic. What?
大気圏突入後、リエントリーシェルは再突入減速をせず、ロケットブースターにて加速す
It's
る。
the most insane thing in the world. They drop it from orbit, but that's not enough. Once it gets far enough to the atmosphere for the drag coefficient to kind of start slowing it down, then it uses rocket boosters to explosively enter the hive. That sounds super metal. That sounds a lot like what the HSST was doing before Tama had to shoot it down.
通常の作戦では、軌道降下前に地表のレーザー級の7割以上が相当されている想定だが、
Right, yeah, just to try and make it more likely you'll make it.
高高度でレーザー照射された場合は即座に、何もなければ高度2000メートル付近で戦術機を分離。
Okay.
リエントリーシェルは降下軌道を先行して戦術機の盾となり、その後はそのまま地表に激突。ハイブそのものや展開中のベータ軍に損害を与えるのだ。
Those craters, if that's a reminiscent of what actually would happen, that crater is significant. That would make it easier to get in. Holy cow. Obviously, ghost tunnels would collapse though, so you probably couldn't use those as entry points.
その際、モニュメントやスタブの一部を破壊することで、よりメインシャフトに近い突入口を多数確保できるというわけだ。
Not bad. I'm sure the casualty rate is still freaking ridiculous, but I like this. This is very well thought out and effective. Yeah, this is sounding more and more like the HSST incident. I guess that means that whomever was responsible for that was making use of a pre-existing tactic. Pretty ironic when you think about it, especially considering Yokohama the base used to be a hive.
80年代後半にこの戦術が確立されたことで、ハイブの最高到達深度記録は飛躍的な伸びを見せた。
I'm distracted. My brain is filled with tactics right now.
だが、この戦術をもってしても、未だ攻略できたハイブは存在しないのが現実だ。
Well, what about the one we're sitting on? Doesn't that technically mean we've captured it? Either way, it's still a pretty clever tactic. If the shell gets hit by the lasers at high altitude, it'll break off the TSF, releasing a heavy metal cloud to protect it. And assuming it's not destroyed, it'll then crash into the ground and make a new entrance. It's a very brute force approach, but after so many years of trying and failing to capture a hive, I'd say it's a step in the right direction.
軌道降下戦術の確立により、最高到達記録は伸びたが、フェーズ3以降になると、深度に関しての実測データは存在しない。
Okay.
これ以降の数字は、ランドサットや地質探査機のデータを元にした推測値だ。
So now we're really going into the realm of guesswork. Yes.
モニュメントが高度300メートルに達すると、分類はフェーズ4となる。佐渡島ハイブがこの段階だ。
Sadogashima, so that's the other Japanese hive.
スタブの水平到達半径約 10km。最大深度は 1200m。
Oh man, that's very big.
メインシャフトの最大直径 200m。 ドリフトの最大直径 100m。
Dang, I figured the drifts and halls would be pretty huge considering TSS could navigate them, but I didn't think they'd be this huge.
この規模まで来ると、ハイブを中心に半径 40km 圏内の地表は火山以外ほぼ平らにならされてしまう。
Oh, they've been leveled. It's like, except for volcanoes, like they're literally flattening out mountains. Oh my gosh. They don't touch volcanoes. Does that mean the beta aren't impervious to lava? If they were, they wouldn't be we probably couldn't hit them with anything. Maybe that's the reason the areas around Hakano and Mount Tengen were still full of greenery.
モニュメントが高度 600m に達するとフェーズ5に分類される。
God, these things are getting freaking big. And look at the monument being 600 meters tall. That's getting to astonishing levels too.
スタブの水平到達半径約 30km。 最大深度は 2000m 以上だ。
2,000 meters.
フェーズ5以後のハイブはこれまでのものとは明らかに違う機能を持つようになる。
Fascinating. What's this?
簡単に言うと、
fetch. I'm gonna go back to backlogs. I want to read that. Put simply, it becomes capable of launching spacecraft. We believe this is why the monuments are tilted to the east. Oh, interesting. Oh, ooh.
本当に宇宙船かどうかはわからないが、不定期に何かを打ち上げていることは確かだ。
Okay. For what purpose, though? And then, do we know where that's going, or are those just proceeding on to the galaxy?
今のところ、それが何であるかは分かっていない。母星への連絡便か、あるいは他の星に向けた着陸ユニットなのか。
Dang, we don't even know? How do we not know? Couldn't we, like, intercept one in space? Huh?
確かなのは、それが太陽系を脱出する軌道に投入されていることだけだ。
Wow. So they're already trying to spread to other places. Escape the solar system. Why can't the UN or US space fleets capture them? Thank you, Takaru. Exactly what I wanted to know. You guys made a freaking moon base. How hard could it be?
それは過去に何度か試みられた。だが、いずれも失敗している。
If they have any sort of defenses they can activate in space, that's why. So, like, the beta shoot them down, or what?
いや、そうではない。
Then what's the problem?
私は専門外なのだが、いつ打ち上げられるのかもわからない高速移動体、 しかもそれを低軌道で捕捉することは想像するほど簡単ではないはずだ。
I guess that's true. Any space activity usually takes months and months, if not years of planning.
まして今の人類にそのために力を割く余裕はない。
True.
やるとすれば全地球規模の、そうだな、オルタネイティブ計画以上の力を注がねばならないだろう。
It's too bad though, because they could be spreading. Are you serious? What happens to all those resources that were being soaked up by Alternative 5? And here's the other thing though, it's like Alternative 5, temporary solution. I bet you the beta would still find you eventually. Weren't they building a migrant fleet up in the nearest low-range point until recently? If we had the resources to do that, then why not this? No, that's not fair actually. We're comparing humanity's last-ditch attempt at survival to capture a beta spacecraft. There's no contest, the form is far more imperative, hands down. But yeah, once again, like, if they see this happening, they must know that even that is just a delaying tactic ultimately.
残念だが、宇宙空間でもベータのやりたい放題だ。
Well, we
月
have
や火星と同
space.
様にな。
We kind of have space, right? We have like a station up there and everything.
今の人類にできるのは、月から来る着陸船を核ミサイルで迎撃し、これ以上オリジナルハイブが増えないようにすることくらいだ。
So that is an active thing we have to fight against. Oh my gosh. This is insane. Wait a second. I never thought about this before, but why didn't the beta shoot down Alternative 5's migrant fleet in the previous timeline? I mean, they're obviously launching things into space, albeit sporadically. Heck, that's where they came from originally. Those migrant ships must have been equipped with high-tech computers, so why put that would put TSFs to shame, right? There were tons of people on board to boot. Why wouldn't the beta attack them? Actually, for that matter, if space truly is their domain, then how come they left our satellites intact? The US and the UN both maintain active space stations in low Earth orbit. Why haven't they been shot down? Not the captain would know, of course. If she did, I'm sure she would have already gone over it. Guess only the beta would know. I'm curious too.
ハイブの解説を続けるぞ。
Okay.
フェーズ6、モニュメントの高度 1000m 以上、スタブの水平到達半径約 100km、最大深度は 4000m 以上。
down, and this is the one we're gonna have to attack at some point, right? Isn't this the kind, like, isn't that the whole idea is that we're supposed to take, like, sorry, like, I think I was leaning outside the camera view there. Aren't we supposed to be taking Sumika to the original hive mind, which was the one that's this big?
佐渡島ハイブが将来この規模になれば、さっきの間引き作戦も無駄になる。
If Sadogashima Hive reaches that, why? Is that because it would then, like, it would actually tunnel into Japan? 100 kilometers?
スタブの先端が新潟を越えて福島県まで到達してしまうからだ。
Right, yeah, that would be bad.
そうなれば、絶対防衛線内に無数のベータが直接進行してくる。
Oh, that's terrifying. Which would pretty much spell doom for Japan.
帝国軍が佐渡島ハイブの排除を最重要課題としている理由。
Yeah.
よくわかっただろ。
No kidding. Yeah. At the very least, they should be okay for another 3 years. I know my memories from last time aren't completely reliable anymore, but I don't recall the beta ever surfacing in Honshu. But we can't be sure the beta aren't constantly expanding their hives, which means the stab is getting closer and closer every day. And we can't discount the possibility that they'll suddenly pick up the pace. There's no way to predict when the beta might breach the final defense line. Everyone in Japan must be scared crapless. No wonder you guys have such an easy time inciting that coup. It must be tough dividing your attention with threats like that hanging over your head.
地球には存在していないフェーズ7以降の説明は割愛する。知りたければテキストに目を通しておけ。
Sounds good. Okay.
では、ここで10分休憩だ。次の時間はスタブの詳細から始める。
Got it. Sure seems like there's a lot of material left to cover, which makes sense since it's all about the beta and all.
退屈か？
No, it's not that.
すまないな。貴様にはこの数日で半年分を詰め込まなければならないだけに、どうしても話が散漫になってしまう。
To be fair, it's actually pretty succinct. Not at all. If anything, I'm having all these various topics summarized in relation to one another is easier for me than tackling them one by one.
そうか。ハイブ関連は午前中に駆け足で片付けて、午後は各種ベータの解説に当てるから、そのつもりでな。
I have been curious about the different individual beta species. Fair enough.
オルタネイティブ2の成果によって現在までに7種のベータが確認され、分類識別されている。
So we're obviously in a very expositional core, but we're gonna stop here for now. Okay, so hive structures, interesting, very interesting, super methodical, which I think is once again it highlights the idea that they really are operating under a hive mind, very similar to like, we don't even know if bees and ants actually work under a hive mind. They kind of do, like a pseudo hive mind. I think the beta are actually a hive mind, but they do operate in very similar ways. Ooh, I don't even know what to think for sure. Based on what I'm seeing of the beta, I think that they're hyper intelligent as a entity. But at the same time, I don't think their motivations are very similar to what ours would be for space expansion. Like, they're not out here to explore; they're out here to try and survive. Like, I think that's just the crux of it all. It's like, it's ultimately about, like, we survive, we build up ourselves, we push ourselves forward, we expand more. Like, this is all they do: expand. It's just kind of scary. I need to continue that Stellaris game where I was playing the beta and see if I can continue to destroy all the life around me. But man, this is nuts. This was a good episode. I think we had a lot of really cool, like, interaction with Sumika and Kasumi. Being able to just kind of be there with them and just, you know, feel those emotions. And now we're like just learning about the beta. So next time we're going to finish by learning about the different species, and eventually then we'll have some more scenes with Sumika. Because I think that's what they're going to do, is they're going to sprinkle in like tons of exposition mixed with this like week period of bonding with Sumika as best we can. But man, that's freaking nuts. Thanks. I'm also scared though, because it's giving us all this information because it's going to become relevant, and that means we're going to become much more aggressive with the beta very shortly, and that's going to be terrifying. But that's what we're here for, right? So we've got to grin and bear it. So thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me for this fantastic lesson on the beta. I'm very interested to learn more about them. And I'm kind of... because that was one thing that I almost begrudged, was in Unlimited, I almost knew nothing about the beta by the end of it, which was almost disappointing. But it's making up for it now. But I assume that we'll soon not want to know much more. Man... so Muv-Luv isn't an anime, right? Like, there's only a couple, like, branch-off ones. Like, there's, like, that prequel one, I guess. That's kind of about the world, at least. I really wish someday they could make this into a full anime. Although, it's gonna be freaking, like, highly rated. Like, as in, like, only mature audiences, please. But it'd be cool. But anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts about that kind of stuff. So thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, it's a pleasure having you, and I hope that you can come back once again next time so to continue our adventures, learning about the beta, and eventually getting ready to fight them. So thank you so much, and until the next video you watch with me, or whatever you see me in next, I'll see you there.